Shout out to my sponsor Arteza, they're the ones that sent me the 60-piece mica powder set for review. There will be a link in the description below where you can go and purchase this mica powder along with other art supplies as well. I do receive a small commission on what is purchased, but it is at no extra cost for you. Every color comes in a plastic container that weighs 0.18 ounces. I wanted to use a variety of colors, so I went with yellow gold, coral, tangerine orange, lemongrass green, spring green, bright blue, and amethyst purple. So getting into the spirit of the holidays, I made some salt dough cookies, and I ended up starting off with the yellow gold Y12. Now my first impression when opening up this color was that it was very highly pigmented, along with also when I scooped it out, it seemed to be almost sticky, which is good because the closer and denser that it is, the easier it will be to actually go and put onto whatever surface you want to. So I used kind of like a blotting motion along with also started to wipe it across the surface very lightly, and the color that was coming off was absolutely beautiful. So moving on, I realized the first container that I opened didn't have a seal on it. It must have been stuck in the cap. The colors and pigment came off of the spoon really well, really easily. There was no problem with that, and I was able just to wipe off any extra that was left on the spoon. It came off extremely easily. The colors, when I put them down, they didn't really spread out too much. The green and the blue did a little bit. I could tell that their density was a bit different than the coral, but that's also to be expected too because each of the different pigments will have a different density. The coral brushed on very vibrant. I was actually pretty surprised. I was thinking that I was going to be a little bit lighter. The orange ended up being pretty vibrant, and I was also really surprised as to just how well it blended in with the coral. The lemongrass green, which was definitely my favorite color out of all the ones that I chose for this, came out so incredibly vibrant and really beautiful, and I just love the contrast between all the other colors. Something that I was actually worried about when I was putting down all these colors were that they were going to mix together, which I actually didn't really notice any mixing at all. When I started to go and wipe off the colors, it was pretty apparent that once it was down on that surface, it was there. After I ended up baking the salt dough cookies, the colors came out really pretty. The yellow gold was very vibrant after it was baked, same with all of the rainbow colors that I ended up choosing as well. I really do suggest these mica powders from Arteza. They were very vibrant in the end, and I really didn't actually need a lot of them, so I have so much left over for other crafts and other projects.